Fala aí galerinha, aqui quem fala é o Marco RJ, trazendo os vídeos de segunda a sexta. E hoje eu vou trazer aqui o jogo The Story of the Pet Destinies. Então galerinha, vamos lá ao jogo, dar continuidade aqui à série, continuar jogo. Vocês vão notar aí que as fases vão começar a se repetir, porque como ficou alguns portais para trás, agora eu vou ter que começar a abrir os portais que ficaram para trás, né? Então vamos nessa aqui. Deixa o seu like aí, galera. Aquele like furioso aí. Inscreva-se no meu canal e vamos nessa aqui, ó. A fase de hoje é a fase... Capítulo 5, Inferno sem Fúria. Vamos nessa. Opa, tem joias novas aqui. Velocidade de ataque.
That's what it meant to be a hero. To keep on fighting after the most bitter of betrayals. To never know if you could trust anyone. Cats. What a waste of fur. Sometimes, all you know is what you know. You know? Sometimes, Reynardo really hated inanimate objects.
Então, essa fase aqui eu já passei por ela, tô passando novamente, porque tem novos itens agora que tem que habilitar aqui, né?
This chest was really horrible. Get it? Once you try it, you're hooked. This was definitely better than pulling yourself up in a bucket. Reynardo wondered if he could learn to cook this way. Probably not. What had happened to Lupino? Had the mad rabbit fled to safety? Or was he forlornly carrying on like the few rebels Reynardo could see here or there? It didn't matter anymore. All there was slash and spin, parry and lunge, over and over as he fought his way across the fleet. All there was finding the girl he'd once loved, who had used his love against him and putting as big a hole in her heart as she'd left in his. Who needed a doctor when you could eat fruit to heal? And suddenly, Zenobia was there, advancing a Lapino. So the Mad Rabbit had survived. "Save me, or I'm done for!" screamed Lapino. Zenobia turned, showing her teeth in a smile. "You're alive!" Reynardo ran towards the witch. "Lapino's the one who betrayed you!" she shouted. "He warned my father!" Reynardo sank his sword into the witch before she could fool him again. She stared at him, heartbroken. "No! Lapino's the traitor!" Then he felt a knife in his back. "I'm afraid she's right," said the Mad Rabbit. "Ain't I a stinker?" Then the sun went out. And just like that, he was alive again, and back on the Farfarer, still fleeing burning Ubar. The book was still open before him. So, the book was a portal. It took you to the future, when your destinies would branch. He had failed and died 3 times, but he'd learned another true thing. Lapino was a traitor. Reynardo had suspected there was something wrong with the Mad Rabbit, but now he knew there was malice behind his goofiness. But he was starting to feel like he was getting the hang of this. There was a way through to victory. He could feel it. He just had to keep running the path of destinies. With that, the book fluttered back to the beginning, and he fell into it. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game-changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course. Reynardo had a
Então é isso, galerinha. A história vai dar continuidade aqui no próximo capítulo. Deixa seu like, inscreva-se no meu canal. Um forte abraço, fique com Deus. Fui!
Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. Lapino's frantic message said that the Ravens were going to kill him for being a rebel spy. And that he had a clever plan. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse. Or so Lapino had told him over the phone.